welcome to my channel. Today is going to be a fun makeup look where I recreate a look that I found on the internet. It is a really pretty simple makeup look. I came across this photo and thought it was such a cool look, how it was really white. I figured this would be a really fun look to do this time of year. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Before we get started, I just want to mention it is the middle of winter time and we get dark at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so this video, the lighting is going to be really off. I tried my best to get as much light in here, but because I don't really have a ring light or umbrella lights yet, I have to kind of work with what I've got. So I'm really sorry if it is really dark in this video. Hopefully I can get some lighting so that I can still film in the evenings. But yeah, that is kind of all I wanted to say. Okay guys, so to start this Kendall Jenner inspired makeup look, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Matte palette. Before I do that, I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Maybelline 24-Hour Tattoo in Barely Branded. I'm just going to apply that all over my lid and on my crease all the way up to my eyebrow. The look Kendall has is very shimmery and white, so I thought this would be a good way to prime my eyelids. To set that color down, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Matte palette and I'm going to take the very first shade in the palette. It's the really pretty white color. I'm just going to set down that Barely Branded shade with this white shade. So I'm going to be keeping this look super simple. So next I'm going to take the shade next to it, which is this really light beige color, and I'm going to apply that in my crease really messily and diffused, not in any like particular area, just kind of all in the crease. It does look like she has a little bit of kind of smokiness on the outer corner, nothing really dark, and I am just going to take a loud E2 brush. I'm going to take the very last gray shade in the palette here, and I'm just going to apply that on my outer corners and a little bit in the crease. Apply that dark smoky shade on the outer corner. I'm going to switch brushes. I'm just going to be taking like a regular lid brush and I'm going to go back to this white shade here, and I'm just going to apply this on my inner lid just to give the eye a nice base before I go in and put on the really nice white sparkly shadow. Bringing it to connect with that really dark gray black shadow. That's done. I'm going to go on and use that really pretty white shimmery shadow. I'm using this is Lise Watier color foil in, I think it's called like something Folie Blanche or something. Take this on the MAC 242 brush. It is damp, and I'm going to take some of that pigment and just pat it on my eye. I'm going to go back to that white shade and just apply a bit more on my upper brow bone. To darken the lash line, I'm going to take some waterproof liner. This is the Rimmel Scandal Eyes liner, and I'm just going to some in my upper waterline. And then kind of wiggling that into my like upper lash line as well. I'm going to take this angled brush and take that gray shade that we used on the outer corners, and I am just going to smudge that kind of along my upper lash line as well, just to keep it a little bit more dimension. Keep like the darkness right near the lashes. So I'm just going to kind of like wiggle that in. I'm going to comb my lashes and apply some mascara. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I am not going to be using lashes today. But if you have some really pretty natural false lashes, then go ahead and put those on. So once the eyes are done and before I continue on to the bottom lash line, I'm going to go ahead and do my face. I am going to start by priming my face with the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I love this primer. It is super moisturizing and I feel like it just does a really good job priming the face. And I only started using this a few days ago and I already like it. So obviously it's a good thing. For foundation, I'm going to take this L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation because it is very dewy and luminous, which Kendall looks in the image. This foundation is super dark on me right now, but that is okay because we are going to be bronzed. So I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. I'm going to be using two concealers today. I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape to conceal under my eyes and then take this Lumi concealer to brighten up the under eyes. So I'm just going to take the Tarte Shape Tape and just do a small amount right under the eyes. And then I'm going to switch to the illuminating concealer and brightening the under eyes with that, as well as down my nose, my forehead, and a little bit on my chin. I'm just gonna really brighten that face. And then taking the beauty blender and blending it out. I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way setting powder and I'm just going to set the areas I applied that concealer. I'm not going to apply too much as I don't want to look too matte. Bronzer today, I am going to do a little bit of cream contouring. I'm going to take my NYX Wonder Stick, taking the dark side and just applying it in the areas I want to contour. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend that out. I like to blend it upwards so that I don't get that like 4 o'clock shadow effect. I just love how more natural a cream contour looks compared to like a powdered contour. This just looks like so natural and so much more like dewy and like real skin, which I find that Kendall has in that photo. So I really wanted to stick to that kind of a look. Contour, I'm going to take this Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil and I am just going to kind of set that cream contour and bronze up the skin a bit more. She is really bronzy in the photo. I did notice in the image as well that she does have a very rosy cheek going on. It's not super noticeable, but there is some color there. So I'm going to take this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush, and this is in the shade Pearlescent Pink. And I'm just going to apply that on my cheeks. Give it a little bit of flush, as she does have a little bit of color in her cheeks. She's not just bronzed. Move on to the highlight and lips. I am going to go and move on to the lower lash line. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm keeping it super simple. I'm just going to take a pencil brush, taking that white shadow in the e.l.f. palette and just smudging that along my bottom lash line. I'm going to keep this quite low for now, and then I'm going to bring it up into my waterline as well. That white shadow in my inner. I'm in my waterline, I'm going to take this cream Scandal Eyes liner because I don't have a white liner. I'm going to start with this just to kind of brighten the under eye. Then I'm going to go back to that pencil brush, dab some white shadow on it, and kind of dab that in the waterline. You're just going to take some mascara and apply some to your bottom lashes. And that is it with the bottom lash line. I'm going to zoom you guys out and do my highlight and lip color. So before I go into my really bright highlighter, I do want to give some highlight to my whole face. So I'm going to take this Essence Pure Nude highlighter and be my highlight. I'm just going to swoosh that around my brush. And I'm just going to kind of like give my face some life. So I'm going to highlight my forehead, my cheeks. And then for my main highlight today, I'm going to take this Becca Illuminator in Moonstone and just kind of applying that right on the tips of, or on the tops of my cheekbones. Tip of the nose, because she does have a really strong nose highlight. Cupid's bow. Take this shade with my pinky finger and just dust or pop that in my inner tear ducts. And then in the photo, Kendall has a very nude lip, so I'm going to take this MAC lip liner and strip down and line my lips. And then to give it some gloss, I'm going to take my Buxom Lip Gloss in White Russian. To set all that makeup in place, I'm taking my NYX Dewy Setting Spray. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching this Kendall Jenner inspired makeup look. I again apologize for the horrible lighting, but I still hope you guys can recreate this using palettes that you have that have any kind of white shadow in it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye!